crucial topic for thinking about language. We know that students need opportunities to talk in order to learn language. And we know that students need opportunities to talk to make meaning of what the content or the text that they're reading. But we also know that not all talk in a classroom might be purposeful for academic learning. And we know that when we put kids together and say talk, they don't automatically know what to do or why we're even asking them to do that. So really supporting purposeful talk takes a lot of thoughtfulness as teachers to think about how do we facilitate that with our students, how do we clarify for them what the goals are, how do we support and prepare them to be successful in academic discussions. And especially with our newcomer students, there's so many layers to academic discussions that we might take for granted as adults or as fluent English speakers.
So it was a really interesting process for me to actually listen to what the kids were saying. And basically one of the big learnings that I had was this shift from the support coming only from me to thinking about all the different ways that I could support them, even if I wasn't working with them individually. So in previous years, I really tried to focus on small group instruction with them, particularly because their needs are really different from the needs of the other students. And what I noticed when I was listening to the data is that I would be repeating a lot of the same thing. And so the students in our learning interviews had told me that the best way for them to remember vocabulary was to orally repeat it, just time again and again. And so when I sat with them, that's a lot of what I was doing, would be repeating and asking the same question over and over again and kind of repeating, and that's not really the most high leverage strategy for me. And so I started to think about, well, what are the other resources that I could employ so that they get that practice? But when I'm working with them, of the 20 minutes that I have in the 2 hours of English class, I'm really doing something that only I, as an experienced teacher, can do. And so one really effective practice ended up being training some students to be student teachers. Because we have language models that are native English speakers, it's a really great resource. I was a little nervous at first because you never really know what will happen when you get a bunch of kids together. But and it was a little rocky at first, but what I realized is that if I was very, very clear and intentional of what I expected from everybody in the group, they were actually able to rise to the challenge, both the newcomers and the tutors. And it really helped support those students with their vocabulary so they were able to participate more in the academic discussion. And also, an unexpected side effect was that it really diminished their affective filter. I think in the beginning of the year, they felt kind of isolated from the classroom culture and they didn't really want to talk at all in any language, and they didn't really want to participate in any kind of conversation or presentation. And I think having these students work with them and seem really invested in their language learning helped them feel part of the classroom culture, really brought them into that culture of talking and being independent and motivated learners. So that was actually really wonderful.